Hello, friends. Okay, I wanted to hop on and show you how to place a doTERRA order because there's a couple different ways to do that. So if you have never ordered at all before and you don't have an account yet, we'll start with that because that is super easy to show you. So I'm going to just share my screen so you can see exactly what you will be looking at. All right. So this is, you're going to go in if you've never ordered from doTERRA before, or you have ordered maybe retail and you've never had an account before, and you want to be able to have a 25% off discount. Now, you don't have to be doing this as a business like I am. You can simply be a customer and have an account and order for yourself at 25% off, okay? So to do that, all you're going to do is go up here to account. You're going to click create account, and that will let you actually just get that wholesale pass. Now, as you're going through, I won't do that because I already have an account, so I can't show you that part, but you're going to go through, you're going to pick the products that you want to order. You're going to fill in your personal information. There will be a spot on there where you actually can fill in who has been helping you with learning about oils. So if you have somebody who has been doing that for you, you can enter their name or their ID number if you have it. If that person is me, the easiest way to find me on there is actually my ID number. So you can enter 2856064. That is the ID number to attach you to me, basically, so that I can send you out your free gifts. And I can continue to teach you, and I can unlock my website for you that actually has a password on it so that you can actually access all of the free things that I offer to my community, and we can stay in touch that way. Once you enroll, when you get your account, if you have entered my number in there, I will get an email from doTERRA letting me know that you've done that, and that's when I will reach out to you. You can also reach out to me if you have my email, or if you have me on social, or if you want to check on that, you can actually reach out to me and just say, hey, I did this, I want to make sure I'm actually on your community. So that is how you get your account. Now, once you have your account, this is how you will actually place any future orders. Okay, you do that all on your own. You don't have to go through somebody else. You'll have your own account and your own website for placing your orders. So what you will do is, instead of doing create account, because you will already have that, you're going to click log in. And once you do that, you're going to, and you're on doTERRA.com, right? So once you do that, you're going to go down here and put the email that you used when you enrolled and got your account in the first place. I know mine has a number, but you don't have to do that. You can just use your email. And then the password that you created when you actually enrolled. If you don't remember what that was, that's fine. Just do forgot password. It will send an email for you to reset that. And then also click remember me. That way you don't have to fill it in the next time you hop on. So you just log on. Once you do that, if you're doing this for the first time, like placing an order for the first time after your enrollment, it's going to ask you for a 4-digit authentication code. You'll put in your cell phone number. It will text you immediately that 4-digit authentication code. You'll never do that again. That's just the very first time that you sign in, okay? So once you get signed in, this is the screen that you're going to see if you ever get lost as you're kind of looking through the website. If you want to get back to the screen, you would just go up here and click shop. If you're on a cell phone, it's going to look a little bit different, but the idea will be basically the same, okay? So when you're on here, this is where you're going to come to place your order. Again, if you get lost, hit shop, you'll come back to this screen. Now, there's 2 ways to place orders. You can do create one-time order, or you can create new LRP. LRP stands for Loyalty Rewards Program, and I'll explain what that is, okay? But first, let's just do the create one-time order so you kind of know what that is. So you see with me, you won't have an order already set here. That's my loyalty order that I already have a template set up for. So, but we'll get to that in a second. For one-time orders, that's this button right here. All that is, both of these are going to give you your 25% off discount that you have for your wholesale account, your wholesale pass, okay? That wholesale pass is good for a year. And then at the end of that time period, if you were to come in and say, oh, it's been over a year, but I want a bottle of lavender, because it's not going to auto renew for you. You need to go in and you're going to sign in like you normally would. You would add like your bottle of lavender to your cart. But in your cart at that point, you would see a renewal fee. The renewal fee is $25. That covers you for the whole next year. But it also comes with a free bottle of peppermint, a full-size bottle of peppermint, which basically makes it free because the peppermint's about the same price as the renewal. So it's kind of nice that you have a free account for lifetime, basically. So once you're gonna place your order, if you're doing that one-time order, you're gonna still get that 25% off discount, but that's kind of all there is associated with that. Okay, you do that, you go ahead and add your products and you ship it and you're done. Okay. Now, if you're doing a loyalty order, which is what most people do because it saves you even, more money, quite a bit more money. So that's how I order. And you would be basically getting your products for the same price that I do as somebody who sells doTERRA. And you don't have to sell it to get that price. Okay. So loyalty orders, you go in here And you're just going to click create new LRP. Now I'm going to do that, even though I have a loyalty order template already set up here. I'm going to create a new one just so you can see what it looks like. So you would click that, you would pick the date that you want your orders to ship each month. Now let's talk for a second about what loyalty orders do for you, okay? So this is a monthly order, but the only thing required to participate in this is to order one product a month. You don't pay anything to participate in this program. You don't pay anything if you decide to leave it, which you can at any time. But the perks are immense, because what happens is when you place an order through loyalty rewards, there are multiple benefits. So number one, your shipping comes back to you as points. So your cheapest shipping is typically like $6.99, okay? So your shipping, if you are ordering through loyalty rewards, if it's under 50 PV, you know, in doTERRA, all the products have a point value associated with them. So you'll see next to a product, you'll see the price, and then you'll see with that also a PV. Usually it matches the amount of whatever the oil is costing or the product's costing, but sometimes it's a little bit different, okay? So you'll want to pay attention to that because there's perks associated with whatever your PV is on your order. So if your order is under 50 PV, then you're going to get 5 points back towards your shipping on that order. So any loyalty order, even if it's just for your toothpaste, you're going to get 5 points back, which basically makes your shipping $1.99, right? Because $6.99 minus your 5, that's $1.99. Okay. Now, if your order is 100 PV, or I'm sorry, let's see, 50 PV. Okay, let me go back. Less than 100 PV, you're getting the 5 points back. There was an old shipping, the way they did it used to be different. Okay, but 100 PV or more, your shipping's actually completely free. So they're not refunding you points. You're actually not paying it at all. So you're getting all your shipping just free, which is awesome. So that's perk number one. Now, perk number two is huge because you're getting a % back on any orders that are 50 PV or more, okay? So 10% to start. Now, for every 3 months that you rack up orders of at least 50 PV, and they do not have to be consecutive. So maybe you order, 75 PV one month and another month you order just toothpaste, and so that's okay. But as soon as you have 3 orders that you've done for 50 PV or more, you're going to up that % by 5% for every 3 months you do it. So you're going to start at 10% back. Then you're going to go to 15, 20, 25, and then it maxes out at 30. Once you hit that 30% back price point, you're getting that on any orders that are 50 PV or more. Okay, that's a lot of money back. So when I need to buy something that's more expensive, I typically am getting it for free because I'm using my points to purchase it. And I get to do that every 2 to 3 months. Okay, so you can do it as often as you want. That's typically when I choose to spend my points. I spend them when I have about 100 of them. When I have $100 in free product coming to me, I typically am going to go ahead and spend those. Other people will wait until they have a lot more than that. But anyway, you're getting a % back on your order. That's what I'm trying to get across. That's the huge thing about loyalty orders, is all those points that you rack up. Now, if you choose to cancel your loyalty order, that's fine. Like I said, there's no cost. They're not charging you to be a part of this program, but you would lose those points. So you just want to make sure you spend them. Any points that you've racked up, you would want to spend those before you canceled. I actually tell people to just keep on the loyalty rewards program if they're not wanting to spend a bunch of money every month on different products like I do. That's fine, but I would buy something small each month just so you don't have to lose your loyalty rewards account. You can buy lip balm, you can buy toothpaste, you can buy laundry detergent, hand soap, dishwashing detergent. I mean, there's just so many things that you would normally purchase at the grocery store that you can get non-toxic through doTERRA delivered to your door. It's just an easy thing to be able to participate in this program in this way. Okay, so % back on your order. Next thing, anytime you do an order of 125 PV, so basically $125 or more, and you do that by the 15th, you're going to get a free, whatever the free product of the month is that month, a free oil. Okay, so this month, for example, it's October, they're doing Balance this month, a full full-size bottle of Balance for free. It just automatically gets tossed in your cart with that order of 125 PV or more. Okay, so those are the perks of your loyalty orders. Now, back to how you're setting this up, because this explains kind of why you see different colors on this calendar. You're picking the date that you want your orders to ship each month. You can change it in the future if you'd like, but initially you're going to go ahead and pick the date that you want your orders to ship, okay? So the purple dates are actually showing you which dates would get you that free oil of the month should you choose to add 125 PV or more to your cart. You don't have to add that, but I typically tell people pick a purple date, because if by chance you ever do that, then you're going to get that free oil and you're going to want that. Okay. And just for reference point, like my orders from day one of doing this 7 years ago have always been at least 125 PV or more, because we have transferred money we were spending at the grocery store on products or pharmacy products or different places. We now get non-toxic delivered to the door from doTERRA that I can trust. And I really love that. So we just transferred our spending over here. So pick your date. For our example, I tell people to pick something between the 5th and the 10th. So they have, I tell people not to do before the 5th, just because sometimes there's promos that come out. They always come out on the 1st of the month, and it may change what you want to put in your cart. So I want to give you a few days to kind of decide that. So for our purposes, let's just pick the 7th. Okay. So you pick that, you click save date and shop. If you're on a phone or something, you may need to scroll down to see these buttons, but click save date and shop. And then you're going to just add to your cart the things that you want to ship on your next loyalty rewards order. So you can use the search bar up here to find things. But the other thing I want to show you is the Lifelong Vitality. So this is actually one of the top selling products that doTERRA offers. So I'm going to do, there's sachets that kind of are already divided out per day, so you don't have to like count them out. But I just use the bottles. Okay. So all this is 3 different supplements that come in one pack that kind of cover all of your basic needs to get your foundation. Okay. So I'll show you a picture so you can kind of see what there's in here. Okay. So your Microplex VMZ right here, this is like your multivitamin, but all of these also have specific essential oil things added to them to support the body in different ways too. So your Microplex VMZ is going to have that. It's also, if you're familiar with, if you're somebody who struggles with taking vitamins and maybe digestive issues with that, there are tummy tamer blends of oils in here like ginger and caraway and fennel, different things that are going to help with that too. So that's really nice. But you've got the Microplex VMZ, then you have the XE Omega. So that's this one. This is like your fish oil. Okay. Only it's way more than just a fish oil. But what I love about it, I was taking fish oil before doTERRA, and everyone I tried gave you like fishy burps, and I hated that. And so what's nice about this is they've removed any of the fishy flavor to it. So also in their kids liquid version, same thing. That one tastes like wild orange. But this is just going to give you all your omegas, your fatty acids that you're needing. And then the Alpha CRS Plus is all for supporting all kinds of inflammation in the body. It's got polyphenols, it's got stuff to support mitochondria. It's really full. It's kind of the powerhouse of all 3 of these. Okay. So these all 3 come together in the Lifelong Vitality pack. But what's cool is when you add this, and I will show you, you add that to the bag, you actually, just like we were talking about with that other program before this one, you get savings off of other supplements with the other wellness programs that you were getting it on oils and things, and some supplements too. But these are supplements that you get for basically half price, you guys. It's a huge savings. Okay. So you can add up to 3. You don't have to add any. You can add just 1. You get to choose. But typically for me, I would add, these are basically already in there, but some people need it for their spouse. This is basically for energy it supports the mitochondria of the cell. It doesn't have anything addictive. There's no caffeine. So this is great for energy if you're wanting that. This is your probiotic, and this is your kids set. And then you have the Terrazyme, which is digestive enzymes, and the Deep Blue Polyphenol. If you love Deep Blue, you will love Deep Blue Polyphenol, because that is the supplement for supporting what Deep Blue does on the outside. This works from the inside out, and it's amazing. And you can see the price difference there too. Like wholesale would be $45.50. You get it for $25 when you order it through the Lifelong Vitality. So anyway, you would go ahead and add those. I typically, for me, add a Terrazyme and then a couple of probiotics, because there's more Terrazyme than there are the probiotics in the bottle. So that's typically what I go through. And then you click continue, and it adds that to your cart. Now, once you go to your cart, I'm going to go back here and go to bag. You can do that at the top right corner of your screen too, but I have that honey add-on to my browser and it gets in the way, so I choose to do it this way. But you'll notice that it shows you if you're close to getting free shipping. I have satisfied it with this order, but anytime you have 100 PV and it's loyalty rewards, you're going to get that free shipping. And then if there's things that while you're in here you want to add, you can do it through this quick add function. Let's say you want a Deep Blue rub. You could do that from in here. You don't have to go search for it. You can do it from right within the cart. And then it would just add that for you. So you can see here, it has the relief program and the Lifelong Vitality pack. I actually have 2 of these in here. I don't know how I did that, but I did. So anyway, so you can go in here and check your cart, make sure it's how you want. Now, you want to know that each month, this cart will stay exactly the same if you don't mess with it. You'll get this same shipment next month, right? But your lifelong vitality will stay in there too. So you'll want to go in here. I set actually a reminder in my calendar for the first of every month to go in and check my order and just make sure it's all how I want it, because there's going to be things I want to delete out and there's going to be things I want to add in. So you can do that at this point. Make sure it's all how you want it. Once it is, then you click save and process on whatever the date was that you had picked earlier. And then it will automatically ship to you on the date that you picked. Now, let's say you don't want to wait till that date. You need it sooner. I never wait for my date personally. When I get that little calendar reminder on the first of my month, I go in and I change up my order. If there's anything else, I've been changing it through the month typically. If I run out of something, I'm adding it in. But I take another look at it. I take a look at whatever promos were released on the first of the month, and I make sure my cart's how I want it. And then I click the button, proceed to checkout. And I just go ahead and push that order through ahead of time. So I won't get it again on the date that I had picked. It's just saying for this month, ship it today. And then that order goes ahead and gets pushed through. Now, the other cool thing about this, and you'll want to know this if you're somebody who tends to forget and you don't think you'll remember to change your order and you don't want to get the same thing again. When I do this and I do proceed to check out, I immediately come back in my cart as soon as it says it's processed, and I change the order for what I want the next month or what I think I might want the next month, so that there's something different in my cart. Okay. And I can change it up anytime before it ships. But just in case and I've had this happen with customers before, not a lot, but it happens where somebody has made a bigger order and then they forgot to change their cart, and suddenly they get this bigger order and they get it again and they are worried. They're like, oh my gosh, I needed different things. I didn't need the same order again. That's fine. doTERRA customer service is really, really kind. You just go ahead and ship that back to them. You can contact them. They'll let you know how to do that. You're probably going to pay about $7 for shipping your box back. And then you can just place your order. If you're on loyalty orders, you're going to want to make sure you place the order that you were wanting to get and make sure you get your points and things for that month. So anyway, that's how you take care of that. That's how I use loyalty orders. Hopefully that answers any questions you have about how to order with doTERRA, and have a great month.